Welcome to the In Love with PMDD podcast. I am your host, Dr. Rose, your PMDD relationship psychotraumatologist, and I help you stop the monthly PMDD breakups. PMDD is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. It is in approximately 1 in 5 women, and it makes you want to break up with your partner approximately 1 to 2 weeks before your period every single month. So as someone who has suffered with PMDD for over 18 years, I dedicated my doctorate practice to helping partners navigate those monthly PMDD breakups with everything from attachment styles, triggers, sensitivity to noise, sensitivity to touch, all of the things that you really struggle with when you're in PMDD. And I also dedicated my dissertation to a phenomenological study of the relationship experiences of partners of individuals who suffer with premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So I'm not just here to help the sufferer, the one who is suffering with PMDD. I am here for the partners as well. So if you need those private sessions, make sure you go to inlovewithpmdd.com and get those tools. So let's get into this week's PMDD trauma transformational tools that is going to help you stop the monthly breakups and stop the suffering and stress in your PMDD relationship. Let's get into it. Today, I want to share with you a powerful PMDD relationship meditation for you post-argument. So many times when you're arguing with your PMDD partner, after the fact, you're holding on to so much resentment. You're holding on to things that were said. You're holding on to things that were done. You're replaying conversations in your mind. You're replaying experiences in your mind because you're trying to figure out where everything went wrong. And you're carrying around all this tension, all this stress. You're probably still not on the same page with your partner, so you don't have that same level of support and love that you had before. And it's a very lonely journey. When you get to that point, when you've argued, where you've maybe after the argument, you've talked about things again and again and again with the other person, you feel like they're still not seeing your point of view. You feel like you're still not on the same page, and you feel like, what am I even doing this for? Because we're obviously going in 2 different directions. You start to question everything. And that whole sense of security and safety within your relationship has been questioned. You're now doubting things. And I want to give you this meditation to free yourself of the burden and the stress of carrying that around, because it's so heavy. It is so heavy. And I know what that feels like to try to go day to day while you're in PMDD. And if you're a PMDD partner who doesn't have PMDD, you're carrying around all of those thoughts, and it's affecting every single thing that you're doing. And so what this meditation is going to help you do, it's going to help you release all of the intrusive thoughts, all of the things that are going through your mind that are stopping you from enjoying life. Because at this point, post disagreement, argument, fight, you're not enjoying life anymore. And more importantly, you're not enjoying life with your partner. And you can't fully get back to that loving place to really understanding what your partner needs if you're still filled with bitterness, with resentment, with questions, with doubts. All right, so here we go. I'm going to take a deep breath, because I know a lot of times when you're in that tense moment, your shoulders are up, you're really tense. I want you to just take a deep breath. I release any doubt that I have about my PMDD partner. I release any doubt that I have about my PMDD relationship. I love my PMDD partner. I accept that we had a disagreement, but I know that disagreements are only meant to bring clarity and to make us stronger. I stop fighting conflict. I stop running away from problems. I release myself from feeling like I can control what my partner says or does. I know that I can only control my actions. I know that I can only control my own thoughts, and I have the power and ability to shift my thoughts back into a positive direction about my partner and about my relationship. Everything that happened during our PMDD disagreement was meant to show us exactly where we're supposed to be right now. I'm not regretting the fact that we had a PMDD disagreement. I'm grateful for the opportunity to address the issues that needed to be addressed. Everything happens for a reason, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. What happened in the argument was not a mistake. It was meant to happen to bring clarity. I am grateful for the clarity, and I'll move forward with the knowledge that I learned from the last PMDD argument. I free myself to have peace within myself and within my relationship. I release any resentment. I release any bitterness. I release the hardness on my heart towards my PMDD partner. I release the need to be right. I accept responsibility for my actions and I act accordingly. I do not make excuses for the things that I said and I did that were below the belt and that were hurtful for my partner. I allow myself to have compassion for my PMDD partner. I understand that my PMDD partner is suffering. And because they are suffering, we suffered together. I release myself from the need to suffer. I allow myself to move forward from this argument, feeling clarity, feeling peace, feeling understanding, feeling compassion towards my partner and towards myself and my relationship. I release the need to make a decision about my PMDD relationship and my PMDD partner while I am in PMDD. I give myself permission to give space and time to make the best decision possible. I release myself from feeling stressed, from feeling overwhelmed, from feeling frustrated, from feeling offended, from feeling unloved, from feeling abandoned. I release all of those negative emotions and I accept love in whatever form that comes in. I gravitate myself towards a loving environment that is safe and healthy for me while I'm in PMDD. I give my partner grace and forgiveness for the things that they have done wrong, and I do not hold it against them. I understand that forgiveness is not just for my partner, but it's for myself too. I stop holding on to things that I cannot control. One of the things that I cannot control is my partner's thoughts, actions, behaviors. I release the need to make excuses for my PMDD partner in regards to their actions and behaviors. I know that I can only take responsibility for my actions, my thoughts, my behaviors. I allow a sense of peace and calm to come over me like it never has before. And I accept it. I accept that I made a mistake and I know that I'm human. And I know that I'm allowed to make mistakes, but I'm also allowed to recover from them and become a better person. I am not defined by what happened during that PMDD argument. What I said and did in PMDD rage is not who I am. I am an amazing person, regardless of how PMDD makes me feel. I deserve to be loved, regardless of the fact that I have PMDD. PMDD does not make me not worthy of genuine, unconditional love. I allow myself to feel loved, supported, appreciated, respected. I know what it is that I deserve, and I intend to force my actions and my desires and my will towards what I deserve. What other people say about me or what I think that they think about me does not define who I am. I know the core of who I am when I'm not in PMDD. And I work my best when I'm in PMDD to become that person, to stay that person, to stay connected to the core of who I am. I love who I am. I love that I'm strong enough to go through PMDD every single month and come out stronger. And even though there are months that I feel like I'm not going to make it, I surprise myself and I'm proud of myself for going through the suffering of PMDD and living my life and taking care of my responsibilities to the best of my ability. I do not have to be the perfect PMDD partner. Just because we had a PMDD disagreement doesn't mean that we're not supposed to be in a relationship. Breaking up is not a resolution for a disagreement. Clarity, peace, understanding, compassion, those are the things that I desire after a PMDD disagreement. I am not going towards negative actions. I am going towards positive actions. I'm going towards feeling positive about myself again. I am aware that PMDD disagreements affect my self-esteem and my self-worth. I am choosing to see myself as a beautiful, loving person who is worthy of love and support. I am choosing to fill myself up even when my partner fails to do so. I am releasing my partner from the burden of giving me what I need in this moment. I am allowing myself to give myself what I need in this moment. I love who I am even when I'm in PMDD. I see the strength that it takes to go through PMDD. I see the strength that it takes to have a PMDD relationship, and I know that it's worth it. I put my energy and effort towards things that are worth it. I am one of those things. I am worth working on. I am worth being cherished, even if I have PMDD. PMDD doesn't make me a bad person because it doesn't define me. PMDD is what I experience. It's not who I am. Every PMDD experience can be used as a learning lesson, and it's showing me parts of myself that can be perfected and made better, and parts of myself that I need to show compassion and grace for. I forgive myself for being hard on myself and not allowing myself to feel peace earlier. I don't regret the timeline of anything that has happened in this PMDD disagreement because I know that everything is aligned as it is supposed to be. I'm hearing this meditation for a reason. I'm wanting peace for a reason. And I'm moving my thoughts, actions, and behaviors towards having a peaceful, stress-less PMDD month, whether I'm in my luteal days or my follicular days. I know that PMDD is temporary, and I'm grateful for that. I know that even when I have PMDD next month, it's going to be better because I'm going to learn and adapt to everything that I went through. I am strong enough to have PMDD and a loving, supportive relationship. I release the need to control my relationship. I know that I can only control my actions and allow myself to feel love and to give that love to my partner and allow them the space and time they need to give it back to me. I know that my partner doesn't owe me anything. I am grateful for every memory that we have shared, and I am releasing the need to demand anymore. I am making peace with my relationship today. I know moving forward, I can only work on myself and my relationship with my actions, thoughts, and behaviors. I can't make my partner do anything that they're not ready to do. And that's okay. Now that the meditation is done, I want you to know that you can listen to that as many times as you need to and really think about whatever words apply to you, because the words that I spoke can apply to different individuals based off of where they are post-argument. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, that you're feeling stressed about, that's taking over your life, that you're feeling overwhelmed about, whatever that thing is, make sure that you're working towards peace and eliminating the stress in your life, because you deserve love. You deserve to be loved, and you deserve a healthy relationship, not just with your PMDD partner, but with yourself. We got this.
I hope this PMDD episode helped you and your partner in your struggles within your relationship. And if this is something that you know that you need help with and you need further support, individualized support, make sure you're going to inlovewithpmdd.com and you're getting those private sessions to really work through what you're going through in your relationship, specifically in regards to PMDD. And also, I want you to leave a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts. What this does is it helps other PMDD sufferers and partners find this show that can help them get these free PMDD relationship tools. I remember what it felt like to not know that there were tools out there specifically for PMDD relationships. So I want to make sure that you are sharing these tools with others, share them on your social media, share them with people that you know that are also struggling in their PMDD relationships. Until next episode, this is Dr. Rose, your PMDD relationship psychotraumatologist. One more thing, I almost forgot. I now have the Fresh Start PMDD Partners Workbook. What this workbook can do is, if you've had past traumatic experiences with your partner, past fights, past arguments, and they keep coming up every single month in PMDD, I created a Fresh Start Workbook so that you can deal with all of the traumatic experiences that have happened in the past in PMDD rage and all of these things, so you can stop going through the same cycle again and again and again. So get that workbook. It comes with a video episode of the actual podcast that I recorded on getting a fresh start in your PMDD relationship, so you're not continuing the same cycle again and again and again. So make sure that you get that workbook. And if you need those individualized counseling sessions, you know where to go, inlovewithpmdd.com. Until next time, we got this. Love you.